difficult to see a lot of the time because you had funny car bodies up in front of you all the time.
Yeah, but it's still difficult for you to see now, so...
Yeah, but the difference is I get to stand here now, so it's a lot easier. Thank you for pointing that out, Colin.
Very kind of you. No worries.
Okay, so once we get the thumbs up from the top end, we will be firing everybody up down here on the start line as well. I'm not sure whether they have to actually wait for Andy Wilshire to kick this off or whether we can do it on our own without him saying go. I'm just checking. I think we're all out here, so we're all nearly ready.
James is the one to give us the thumbs up. All right, they're going to be bringing the push starts down first.
So look towards the top end of the racetrack. This is absolutely the way it would have been around about 45 years ago. They used to, in fact, at drag strips in the States, they used to push them down the racetrack, fire them up, and then they used to both do U-turns behind the start line, come round, stage up and run.
Just a quickie to everybody stood by the wall. Once all the cars are running, if everybody by the wall could just duck down, pure reason being all those great spectators would like to get some photographs without all of our heads and everything in the way. So
and little blokes like me so I can see.
A little polite notice to everybody stood on the track. So once the cars are up and running, just duck down by the wall so that they can all get some photographs. Yeah, we'll send help. All right, so literally just waiting for cue from the top end there. Will be coming down.
Okay, we've got the first car coming down the old Fire Up Road, ladies and gentlemen, on the bank in the grandstands. Please give them a big cheer as they come past you. I'm pretty sure that the first car past us will be Mr. Ian Turbeville. Indeed it is. Give him a wave, give him a cheer. Absolutely top bloke, Turbo. And so good to see him here at Dragstalgia with pretty much his dream machine. So comes round behind the tower, he's going to join us down the end, and we'll be firing everybody up to make lots of noise. We're going to shut up and let you listen to the wonderful noise of drag racing cars from yesteryear.
So Bo brings the car up to join the end of the line of cars here. Okay, let's fire them up. bit more cackling at the far end. Yes! Well, ladies and gentlemen, Cacklefest 2019 edition. Absolutely fantastic. Mark, come here. This is everything, isn't it, Cacklefest? It's great fun.
It's great fun. I love it. We love doing it for the fans, the crowd. It's amazing. I love the place.
Oh, brilliant stuff. Just having a chat with everybody else. That's pretty good fun, isn't it? I mean, and I know you two have all this banter going on as well. This just makes it a bit more special, doesn't it?
Oh, it's brilliant. You've got to have a bit of banter, and just to come out and do this with your best mates and whatnot, it's even better.
And talking of family, I wasn't quite expecting the Fadster to actually fire up, but we'll let him get out of the way. I'd like to continue this. Bear with us just one moment. Right, as he disappears into the distance. How are we doing, buddy?
Doing all right. Yes, Fadster, go on.
So is the exit stage right? I mean, this meeting has a lot of memories for you as well, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. a load of memories of racing. I met my girlfriend through racing and we became a couple here, and that's why I think it's time. Hayley, will you marry me?
Well, all we could say to that is about bleeding time. Oh. Hayley, I assume that's a yes.
I think so, yes. Obviously, after 8 years, I think it's a yes.
Well, all I can say, come on everybody, huge congratulations! I can't say any more than that. Rob Brown and Hayley Fife. Hopefully this time next year it could be Mr. and Mrs. Brown. You never know, the reception could be here at Dragstalgia, but that is a fantastic moment. Once again, Rob and Hayley!
I was going to say, how do we follow that then?
Right, I'll tell you what, I can follow it by this young lady here, actually.
Yeah, Laura. Go on.
There is, let's have a chat. Now then, Laura, I know this Cacklefest means a lot to you because you wanted to dedicate your particular cackle, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. We lost a very dear friend this week, Simon Nefarious Pollock. He was one of the greatest artists in UK hot rod scene, and that was for him, so...
Yeah, and I know you've been a bit emotional this week. Ian told me that you wanted to have a word tonight and dedicate this, and I think it's rightfully so. So our heart goes out to everybody in the hot rodding community. He was one of the best, he really, really was. And I know your car will never, ever change its colours now.
Not a chance. I'm never selling that thing. It is staying that way forever.
Good stuff. Come on once again, Laura, and of course Ian Turbeville, and a lovely dedication there.
So we are just clearing the start line. I'm just going to see if we've got any Cacklefest, Fire Burnout cars coming. There are a couple of people, one guy in particular I do want to have a very, very quick chat with before he disappears off the start line. He's kind of a busy boy. You did give him a round of applause earlier, but just as he walks back with the car, ladies and gentlemen from Sweden with the Nostalgia Funny cars, Janne Johansson, everybody, come on. That's for you, Janne, sorry, yeah. Just very quickly, probably the most inopportune time to interview you. Janne, once again, thank you for coming with a wonderful, wonderful collection. Do you have any spare time to do anything else except restore these cars?
No, I'm just working with my profession and doing this, yeah. And thank you very much for having me here. It's a fantastic atmosphere here, so we are very pleased to come here.
Well, we're very, very pleased to have you. I know you've got to get your cars out of the way, but once again, from all of us here at Sandpod Raceway, ladies and gentlemen, Janne Johansson from Sweden with the Nostalgia and the Funny cars. Janne, it is a pleasure, sir. We really, really appreciate you coming over. Thank you very much indeed. So, Ian sitting out there with the Turbeville car. Also, Bill Sherratt, he did actually go on quite a bit longer, I think, than he was supposed to. He did get the kill sign a number of times. See if I can have a quick word with... has he got his mark? It's all right, I can walk and talk anyway. Can you steer and talk, I hope? Anyway, Bill Sherratt in the Yesterday's Dreams car. Is that a lot of fun sitting in there doing that?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It was, you know, just do the best cackle we can, and we're up on the nitro percent, about 94%, and let it rip.
Well, it certainly went on for quite a long time. Have you put a bigger fuel tank in it to make it last a bit longer?
Yes, I've got a bigger fuel tank in to make it last longer. What I figure is if you're not going to run the car down the track, if it's going to be static, you better make the best noise you can for as long as you can.
Well, he certainly does that. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a big cheer, please, for Mr. Bill Sherratt, Yesterday's Dreams. We love it every time we see it, absolutely. So we're just a couple of moments while we're clearing everybody off the start line. I'm just going to go and check out and find out. Oh, Colin, I beg your pardon, sorry. I'm walking off with both microphones. Do you have that one?
No, I'll take
you take the one that doesn't work? That's nice of you.
I think it's a range issue.
No, it's not. He's still not having it. Just try quickly. I think, try now.
First.
Yeah, the on button.
Yeah. It was on earlier.
No, it wasn't. I found the on button for him. Anyway, we're going to check out who's going to be up for Fire Burnouts, ladies and gentlemen. We do hope you enjoyed that. A good sign is the fact that Mr. Forster's actually in his overalls and his fire starting gear. Is that right? Yeah, he is. Well, no, he's in you're in your fire starting gear, yeah. No? Have you got anyone? One fire burnout. Who have we got? Dave. So it is Dave Nelson.
Oh, brilliant stuff. Excellent.
With Doris. Well, obviously, whatever the problems were he had for the rest of the day, he stuck around and fixed it just to do a fire burnout for you good folks this evening. So that is very, very good of him indeed. So we are, like I said, just going to clear the start line of the last few cars. This is one of the best bits of the year, to be honest with you, especially on a nice warm summer evening anyway. I must admit, I'm quite surprised Hayley didn't suss what was going on there. The fact that the amount of photographers gathered round kind of almost gave it away, but there we go.
Yeah, the distraction techniques worked quite well, I think.
What all the photographers standing there looking at you, yeah. The other good bit as well, I think the definite low light was Colin's trousers not being done up, but he does get excited when it comes to fuel cars and things like that as well. So.
Yeah, I can't believe how nervous Rob was going into that, but he pulled it off like a good one.
It'd be better off he was sat in the car racing it, to be honest with you. It's easier doing that, isn't it? You haven't got anybody watching you. Yeah. I remember interviews with some drivers where they said to them, you know, how come that when someone shoves a microphone in your face and you're nervous but you're not in the car? And it's very simple. It's because they're on their own in there. They're all strapped in. No one can get hold of them or talk to them. Whereas obviously when they're out talking to us, they've got no choice. They can't get away. So we have one fire burnout for you coming up. Then it is your choice as to what you do with the rest of your evening. We've obviously got the vintage hub over there behind the spectator banking. And bands on over there, all sorts of stuff. There are going to be a number of parties everywhere in the pits, to be honest with you. Just going to be a fun evening. So the last couple of Wild Bunch cars before we bring Dave Nelson round from behind the tower. If you've never seen a fire burnout before, it used to be done a long, long time ago. It hasn't been done for an awful long while, mainly for good reason, because it's, well, let's just say you pour petrol all over the rear tyres, around the driver and set it alight. Exactly, yeah, we wouldn't do that, would we, normally? It does look pretty spectacular, but obviously, if anything goes wrong, it can be pretty dangerous too. But some of the best photographs you'll ever see of drag racing, just Google a fire burnout photograph and it'll probably come up with Bob Hawkins or Dave Nelson. Dave Nelson actually made worldwide fame, as did...
Do you know what? Rob Brown has lost a girlfriend tonight, but he's gained a fiancée, and that's what it's all... Oh, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, you're going to tell me about where you saw the photograph of Bob. Is that what you've come to do? Or tell me off?
No, but I will do if you're asking.
On then, yeah, carry on.
I was working in Dallas doing some training, and a guy sat with his laptop. The screensaver popped up. Yeah. And there was a picture of Bob Hawkins at Santapod at Dragstalgia 2016.
In Texas, obviously.
In Texas. And I said, do you know who that guy is? He said, I haven't got a clue, but I run a slingshot dragster myself, and that is the best photograph I have ever seen. I said, well, that's a friend of mine, Bob Hawkins, and that's the Wild Bunch, and that's Dragstalgia, and that's the office where I work, which is Nitro FM, right behind. And he said, oh, put me in touch. So I put him in touch. He emailed Julian. He got in touch with Julian. His friend's now on Facebook with Bob Hawkins, and we've got this link going now between the two.
But that says it all, doesn't it? Someone on the other side of the world thinks it's the best drag racing photograph they've ever seen. They've no idea where it comes from. It came from this place just over there.
He did not know it was UK. Did not have a clue.
Yeah, it's very rare for this to be done anywhere in the world. I've just realised I'm standing in the way. I'm going to come over there with you. You carry on, Colin.
Yeah. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the grandstands, don't worry. As soon as everybody on the wall here will be ducking down. You'll all be able to get your shots, and that includes me as well. That's right, we'll be stand right back. But all of our professional photographers and everybody stood by the wall will be crouching down. They will literally just have their camera lenses over the wall. So you will get your shots, folks, don't worry. So, of course, the one and only Dave Nelson with Doris. Doris Dormouse will be doing his traditional fire burnout for us this evening here. He's the only one that's brave enough to do it. We normally get Bob Hawkins to do it, but don't forget he's just gone through a huge rebuild.
I hope he doesn't mind this. Dave's actually sat in the car ready to go. Just very... I ain't going to talk to you. I'm not talking to you this time. Right. Dave Nelson, if you can hear me through the helmet, sir, your dad is about to set fire to you again. This is kind of one of your highlights of the year, isn't it?
Totally is, yeah. Can't wait.
Well, you did it a few years ago, and the YouTube video went viral of this. The slow-mo of you doing a burnout was just exceptional.
Yeah, it went worldwide. We won an award from GoPro. It was fantastic.
Good stuff. We'll look forward to seeing you set fire to yourself again. Good luck, mate.
Thanks.
Give him a cheer, ladies and gentlemen. He can hear you down here. This is Dave Nelson in Doris Dormouse. Good luck, my friend. Okay, they fire the car up, roll it forwards. Oddly, I don't think... Ah, no, there we go. He's starting the GoPro on the butterflies. He's chomping at the bit, ready to go. However, the car doesn't appear to be.
So the engine is running and Dave Nelson ready to be set alight. Goes without saying, a big cheer once he's alight, and even bigger cheer when he comes out the other side. He got the GoPro cameras on there as well. He's got one on the bug catcher. That'll be facing Dave. Here we go, the raw fuel goes down over the rear tyre, round the back of the car, up and over the other rear tyre, and a little trail away from the car. And here comes the moment, here we go. The torch to light. Dave Nelson, here he comes. Oh, it was a short one, but it was spectacular, ladies and gentlemen. The only...
I think, Colin, the tower's going to need a good wash after that. There was lots of black smoke going underneath it there anyway. But Dave Nelson doing one of the things he does best: fire burnouts in Doris Dormouse. Yep. Thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. We do hope you enjoyed your day here at Dragstalgia 2019. We'll be back again early tomorrow morning to do it once more, although not the fire burnouts of the Cacklefest, I hasten to add. But enjoy your evening, whatever you're doing. Thank you so much for making Santapod Raceway your venue of choice for this beautiful July evening in the UK, and we'll see you again in the morning.
Don't forget, lots of live music tonight as well. And don't forget, Fuelers Bar is going to be open till the early hours, so have a great evening. Dal and I will see you tomorrow.
Live race commentary sponsored by the Dark Revenger. So yeah, Nitro FM on 96.2 tonight.